Now we will use the deployment templates to deploy both the Azure App Service and the Azure Bot Service respectively. So first, we will need to look at the deployment templates folder. So if you open that up, we will then be opening up the deploy use exist resource group folder, because we'll be using an existing resource group, the one that we made earlier. And there are two types of files within this folder. One is the parameters file, essentially all of the configurations we want, and the actual template file that lists the services and how those services are to be configured. We won't needing to be editing the template files, but we do need to edit the parameters file because they do complement those template files. So if we go into the first one, the parameters for template bot app with rg.json, we will edit this one as required. So first we would need to fill in an app service name, and this is essentially going to be the name of the server or the service that is going to be hosting our bot. So I will put in something here, something like Python bot PII app, something like that. And then we would need to skip existing app service plan because we do not wish to use an existing app service plan. Then we're going to specify a new app service plan name, and that can just be something similar. So it's Python bot PII ASP for app service plan, and the app service plan location. So I'm just going to write Australia East as my app service plan location. You may leave the new app service plan SKU the default S1 standard, but if you wish to change that, feel free. And then we need the two app ID and the app secret. So the app ID is simply the ID of the app registration that we made before, and the app secret is the password that we set earlier. So go ahead and put those values in there. App ID. And the Python password you can just get from here. Go ahead and save that. And once that's saved, we would need to navigate to this folder. So change directory, CD, and then we can go into deployment templates. Then we go into CD into deploy used exist resource group. And then we're going to input a command, which is again available on the resources that I'll be attaching with this recording. And that will be simply something like this. And we'll edit as required. So the name of the resource group, we can just take that from there. And these also should be in quotations. Template file, that is simply the path to the template file. So in this case, it is template/bot-app/with/rg.json. So I'll be replacing that. Open quotation. Oh, I noticed I have two, so I'll be taking one out. And the path to the parameters file, it should look something like so. So essentially quotations, but just with an @ symbol. So @ symbol and then the name of the parameters file. And that's the entire command. Go ahead and press enter. And that should say provisioning state succeeded when you know it's been complete and everything is all good to go. So just for good measure, I will go back to the resource group and check that the resources have indeed been deployed. And there they are, app service and the app service plan. Now we will move on to deploying the Azure bot resource.